Dark Sailor Rum. Just Dare.
Hi, you're welcome. My name is Rev Tayo Falope. After God, after my family, Manchester United. You know, somehow choosing your club, a club to support, usually is about one player. One player you see and he stands out and he strikes you. That one player that did it for me was Steve Bruce. His nose. I keep saying that crooked nose. And watching Man U for the first time properly, you know, then in Nigeria they were not showing the Premier League. I was on one holiday and I watched about 2-3 matches of Manchester United on TV, and it was done. It was done. There was nowhere else. And with it came the despise for Liverpool, the despise for Manchester City, which I like to pronounce in a different way. Instead of using I won't say more on that. You know, so basically that was how I stuck to Manchester United, and I can't change. Watching Manchester United matches live, the very first one I watched was I think it was at Villa Park. It was an FA Cup quarter-final or semi-final. The pick of it really was Manchester United Liverpool at Old Trafford. I remember walking into Old Trafford and I had goosebumps. I entered the stadium, I was like, oh my God, what is this? I got in an hour or two before the kickoff so I could watch the players come out. And then you had my favorite player, Alan Smith, was there. Alan Smith was my favorite at that point. And Man United walloped Liverpool 3-0. That's the biggest match in English football. That's the Classico of England, Man U Liverpool. It's only here that you hear Man U Arsenal. On a number of occasions, I saw Man U at Watford once. Seen Man U at Spurs, Man U at Wembley. And you know, it's at such events that you've gotten in to get a few of the memorabilia that I've been able to acquire. In 95, I got this in 95. And then the man was there, Eric the King Cantona. You know, I've had this since 95, and I remember I never used to wear it to play football. I used to refuse that, no. Then you weren't finding everybody with a Man U jersey, an Arsenal jersey. How many people were following the Premier League then? You know, and it was also then I got something very interesting. The 1958 jersey of Manchester United, the replica jersey, 1958. That's it, the Flowers of Manchester, 1958. Fantastic, you see, how these guys preserve culture and tradition is what I wish we would do here. My most memorable Man United match, it's hard to say, but then, I must say that won the Champions League final in 1999. Against Bayern Munich. And we won the Champions League final, 2 goals, 2 late goals, Solskjaer and Sheringham. That was memorable, that was phenomenal. Man U Chelsea, Champions League final. I remember I flipped over my couch, the living room couch, and I landed my head. I had this Nokia communicator, and that night, my battery was full before the match. My battery ran out. I got over 100 SMSs of congratulations and yabbies. Man U Liverpool, live at Old Trafford. Maybe that, I don't know, maybe that. Man U Newcastle, I watched that on TV. Came down from 3-0 to wallop them 4-3. Man U Arsenal of recent, 8-2. I had a go at all my Arsenal friends, 8-2. There have been a lot of memorable matches. There's some that have made me recoil. Barcelona beating us in 2 Champions League finals made me sick. You know, but as a Man United fan, you're comfortable. You don't have the grief the others suffer. I don't want to mention their names, but you know, there are trying times, yes. There are times we didn't win anything for seasons, 2-3 seasons, but that's why I tell people I'm not a fan, I'm a supporter. I stay in through thick and thin, and I've changed nowhere else. It's Man United or my Nigerian club. You want to know that? Shooting Stars. Absolutely. Of all the Man United souvenirs I've been able to amass, some of which are here, the one that started it was this one, the 1995. It was the beginning of it. It has a very solid place in my heart. And you know, the funny part is when you wear this, people look at you here and wonder, what is he wearing? Another one that does, yes, this. This one, I remember when I went to buy this, I was in the shop with my wife. I waited for my wife to step out, and I said, we're going. I kept her on the table, and I told the guy at the back. As I stepped out, I told my wife, I forgot something. So I went back in to go and pay. Because if I told my wife how much I was paying for this, she would have criticized me, or she would have reprimanded me, stop that, you naughty boy. So I bought this behind her back, but I confessed how much I bought it later on. Yes, the Vodas. The Vodas, because they come from a real long time ago. Then my tracks, this one. My tracksuit is what I wear when I'm having to play the role of a coach in a football match. Of course, I make sure I have my chewing gum. And my name being Tayo Falope, it's been coined around to Walex Falopsin. Ferguson, Alex Ferguson. Tayo Falope. So it's been turned around that way when I'm doing that, when I'm playing the role of a coach. That. I prefer when the casuals, the non-jerseys, because I can actually wear them to work and wear a jacket over them, or wear them as I deem fit. And there's this. I remember I got this at Wembley when there was one of the finals where I went, I think it was Aston Villa, yes, against Aston Villa. You know, some of the matches where we had, of course I was sitting on the Man U side, and it wasn't at Old Trafford. And the Man U supporters are standing and singing all through. I mean, there was one award, Premiership award, where we're receiving the trophy, when Ronaldo went like this. You know what he was saying to the fans? There was a song they used to sing about him. He plays on the left, he plays on the right. That boy Ronaldo, he makes United shine. And there is the Rooney one, Wayne Rooney. You know, of course, there's the glory, glory.
Dark Sailor Rum. Just dance.